feel like the ultimate, well, at least the foreseeable next step is going to be multiplayer campaigns with VR. I feel like that would be the most fun thing to do.
I have
where you're playing together with everybody, but it's like the story campaign.
Yeah, like Ready Player One, pretty much.
Yeah.
But like, I have a game on my GameFly list, Blood and Bone or something like that. I think it's called, where it looks like I hear it's actually got good reviews, where it's like a VR first-person shooter.
Oh, sick.
And I think
you play with other
I
friends?
think you use the move sticks. I really fucking hope you do, because we went to the VR arcade and we played that Raw Data game. Where it was like,
oh, dude, we played that
dude,
game
that shit
too.
was
That was the last
fucking
one we played. Yeah,
awesome,
dude, that game was great. We got a little bit of headache after a while, but that was just our own fault, I think. But dude,
I mean,
we
if you're
played
spinning
that
around
one.
too much, you get crazy.
Wait, where did you? You went to a VR place to
in
play?
the Del Amo, yeah.
Cool.
There's
Dude,
one in Gallery also, but
Yeah.
Did you only go
yeah.
one time to play that game?
only one time.
We
Yeah.
went another time and we played like
After
a
that,
zombie
Ruben
game.
got the actual VR set
Yeah,
for the
PSVR.
PS4.
Oh, and you were like, I'm getting it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
Like, he has been playing it, so
But-
I'm borrowing it from him right now, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
that's
gotta
what I
say, like, PlayStation is like dumbed down because it doesn't really register
Makes
your
sense.
legs. You have
It's-
to like calibrate it and stuff. That's why the Rick and Morty
It's-
game was kind of trash because every time
the PS4 is the exact same technology they have in the VR arcades. But if you wanted to buy like an Oculus or one of the other ones, the other ones for the PCs are all better. They're more.
Dude,
Yeah,
they
that's
have
the
ones
new
now
ones,
that
the
can
new
face scan. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's like a lid right here. It's like a flat piece, and it scans your face.
That
You
would
could
be
see
cool.
like smiles and whatever
and it
expression.
also scans the environment from the inside out, so like you can see what's around you. So you're not just blind, like, oh, what
Yeah.
the fuck, take off. You can keep it on, and it's like you can see it. It's like an actual HUD and stuff, and like draw a line and like mark out your territory of where you're gonna play and stuff. And like,
Dude, I've
that's
seen
the next one.
I've seen I've seen engines like on computers that could create like you said, you map out your space and then it creates like a world out of that space, and so it just looks like
Right.
another place.
So it's like you have a bed here, you have a chair
crazy.
here, that turns into a.
It's just like a desk now.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a, just a
yeah,
different
yeah.
AR,
object.
it's augmented
Just so you don't bump
reality.
into
Sure,
shit.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because
It's
like
fucking
virtual
insane.
reality is just not there, but augmented
exactly.
reality is like
Exactly.
oh, like
Yes.
Google Maps is kind of like augmented reality because like oh, here's where we're going. Here's the thing,
But it's almost like a
sort of,
combination.
Because Google Glass, they were trying
Google
to
Glass
do that.
is augmented
They were trying to
reality.
do that,
Yeah,
and,
that
but
is
it was
augmented.
linked with Google Maps.
Yeah,
But that-
the technology
and-
exists.
No, Google
just no
Earth.
one-
Sorry, when you like go in, like,
yeah,
actually,
yeah, like that would be if you had the Google glasses on connected with Google Maps, yes, it's augmented reality.
yeah.
But just on your phone, it's like that.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
don't
That's
count
not.
that as
Yeah,
augmented
no,
reality.
yeah.
But that's kind of like what I just said was like kind of a mixture though, a little bit, because it's like you're in a VR world. It's virtual reality. The whole world is different. They're just the shape of it is based on.
That is like a combination, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because augmented reality still keeps the world the same, just adds like text
Right.
and some other
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah, but this is like a
An
rewarped
overlay.
world.
Have you ever
yeah.
seen?
Overlay, yeah.
Have you ever watched the show Altered
virtual
Carbon?
overlay?
Yeah, so it's it's
Oh,
also-
remember
yeah.
in the show Altered
Altered
Carbon,
Carbon, yeah, we
they
saw
do
that.
that where
Yeah.
you look at, and that's more AR because it's like
and
changing
then
the
what else?
walls.
Valerian and the
City
something
of a Thousand Planets.
yeah, they had that for one thing where it's just a planet that's all VR, but it's interdimensional VR. So it's like they go to
That was confusing as fuck.
It was
I think,
so
I
fucking
think,
confusing.
I think that was actual like interdimensional phasing or some shit. Yeah,
But
that
the
movie
whole
was surprising.
bizarre,
That movie was
yeah.
better than I
It's
thought.
like
it was
both VR and
gonna be. Yeah, it was trippy.
interdimensional. Yeah,
That movie was better than I thought it was gonna be.
yeah.
Dude,
I was expecting nothing going into that.
You were
It was
big
all about
nonsense
VR?
and
Yeah.
stuff, but
It was cool.
No, that was
I
just a
liked
part,
it.
and it was like really like
It was like one
fleshed out.
sequence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a sequence. Yeah, but like,
It reminded me. That sequence was like Borderlands. Also, it reminded me of Borderlands.
yeah.
It's a cool
still-
movie.
Yeah,
It's on Amazon. I think I'm gonna rewatch it.
yeah, dude. Yeah, especially now with my 4K TV.
Cool
and
movie.
it's-
Yeah, dude.
I saw a video. He lived in VR, but it was like the one where you said you could see out the front, so that way you're not falling into shit. Those like VR headsets where you
Yeah,
the cameras.
the-
He wore one of those, and he wore it for what was it, like a week straight or something like that, 7 days. He just stayed in his house, shut all the windows, and blacked them all out, and then just wore that for 7 days straight. And by the end of it, he was fine. He was completely fine. He didn't have a headache or anything. Or I think he said a slight headache or maybe, but he was like, no, nothing worked. You could be in VR for 7 days straight. He would eat like that too. Like it was nuts.
Me and Ruben actually had a conversation about the headaches because that happened to me. Like, okay, so the first time I did VR, because I was playing Ace Combat. I was playing Ace Combat 7, which has Ace Combat VR in it. And I thought Ace Combat 7 had VR capabilities. It doesn't. It just has, like, the movie theater experience where you have the goggles on and it's just, like, the flat screen in front of your face. So I played the first few levels like that, so I wasn't turning my head at all. And I was like, okay, well, this isn't really VR, but I guess it's still kind of cool. But then I stopped, and I'm like, I can use my fucking TV.
Yeah.
So then I looked it up. I'm like, where's the fucking VR part of it? And it's like, oh, it's a separate game. So I'm like, oh, sweet. So then I played Ace Combat VR, where you're looking around, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It was so sick. It
Oh,
was
that's
only-
gotta be cool.
It was
yeah.
only 3 levels, though, but it was such a fucking sick-ass
Yeah,
flight
it's
simulator,
cool.
dude. I loved it. I was tearing
Yeah.
shit up. I haven't recorded that. It's on Culture Sign.
It'd be so
Shit
cool
was-
if they have like do it somehow, infuse it with like Google Maps, because you could see now that they have the terrain all leveled out if you hit 3D mode on like Google Maps. It'd be cool if you could just fly over the fucking Earth. You know what I mean?
Dude, in E3, Microsoft is bringing back Flight Simulator, and it looks fucking dope as fuck. That was one thing they showcased in the Microsoft fucking press conference. It looks really cool too. It got me really excited. It got me really excited.
I know, I keep making weird noises.
It's just the Flight Simulator, but a fucking
But dude, it's gonna have VR capability for sure, and that's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be fucking sick.
And they're like that's the cool part about games now, is that they're not just like one and dones. They're kind of like improving them. People still play Grand Theft Auto online because they keep like adding shit to it. So like, dude,
the
Flight
Simulator,
after
what is it, 6 years, adding casinos.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that. That's funny.
What?
Yeah.
It's been how many years? You're okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually pretty cool.
Once they add like a VR lobby and you go into a virtual casino and you spend all your money, then it is Ready Player One.
It's like, if you could play those games VR, if they retrofit it, like if we could play GTA VR, GTA 5,
happen,
like
dude.
then like
GTA 6 is gonna be VR, dude. Just wait.
Wow.
But so get back to the headaches though. So once I did the Ace Combat VR and I was looking around, the first time I did it, because I was like just kind of taking it easy, I was kind of just taking it in, going slow, and I'm like, oh man, it's fucking awesome. But then I played the second level, I'm like, I got this shit, and I was whipping around, you know, like, oh, there's that motherfucker up there, fucking pull up and shit. So I was really whipping my neck around, and that fucked me up. After taking the thing off, I was like,
heavy.
dude, exactly. I had vertigo. I had like headaches. I felt like loopy and shit. I just lay down for like half an hour. And so I talked with the Ruben. It's like
that's how Pilot feels.
Because you're supporting. Because the deal is you're supporting all the weight with the heavy clunky VR helmet just on one fucking vertebrae, the very vertebrae that connects your goddamn spine to your head. Basically,
so it's fucking with that.
So that's what we figured out.
Yeah,
and
too
so
heavy and shit,
so when you're whipping around, you're putting all this front weight onto one thing. So you're balancing it, but it's just like it's basically straining your neck.
Is that where companies are gonna head? Try to make lightweight ones.
That's the one I'm trying
like
to
the
buy.
Oculus ones are already
the Hero
flatter
or
and
whatever.
lighter.
Yeah, the newest. And because they figured out how to make a screen instead of having that weird fucking like glass thing. Like right now they have
magnetic kind of glass. Or not magnetic, like a magnifying.
No, just like an LED display or whatever, instead of like an actual bulb and shit. Like it's gonna be much.
Oh
lighter
yeah,
stuff.
like those fancy curved bendable smarts.
Yeah,
like the new liquid crystal lenses or whatever the fuck it is.
I think so. I may be wrong, but I'm like,
those
all
are
I know is
ones,
like they're way lighter and more.
Because the liquid crystal are the new ones that are like flexible. And like the lightest and the flattest and the best
like
resolution.
curved TVs, I think, or
exactly.
That, stuff like
and like
that.
the phones that you can actually bend.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous.
And so
I was just about to say if they would make 3D VR, but that doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, they used to have 3D TVs.
Like VR is 3D.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Like that's the idea.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you would have you need to be more immersed in your environment. Since right now it's more stationary, since the VR is all because you're in a concealed environment, so you can't really move. I feel like once they add the Ready Player One Omnipad, it'll feel more 3D because you can actually move within the space more. Yeah. Right now in the VR games, you're kind of just pressing the button to teleport, or like you still have an analog stick to move your guy. Or you just bend up and down, so it's like it feels 3D because you're there, but it's like you can't really. Like 3D movies feel 3D because like the shit moves at you. The VR isn't exactly the same in that way unless you're kind of leaning in and out.
Yeah, there's no like true depth to it.
Exactly. And like the display too. I think the Wii's actually have it where it's like almost like a holographic display where like layered and stuff. So that's how you could actually get it where it's like 3D TV where it's got depth. And if you go to the side and stuff, you can like see where the object is.
Oh, whoa.
But like that'd be way more expensive too, though. But like that's why like the red and blue of like 3D stuff. There's 3 images. There's like the normal one. There's the blue image. There's the red image. And like when you put them on, each eye is seeing a different thing. So that's what makes it. And with VR, with the PS4 one, like you're basically wearing binoculars on your face.
Yeah.
And it's like you're holding it and stuff, and like you're one eye seeing one thing, one eye seeing the other, and it like makes expanded. But like,
do you think they could make a VR set for chameleons? Their eyes are all like that.
I've seen concepts for chickens, just like
actually
like chickens. But yeah, because they're like dumb stuff. You just put a display and stuff, and like you walk the stuff over. But if they're in a limited space, like just so they know when to be feeded. But if they feed themselves, technically, and you just have a dispenser for when they feed themselves. But I've seen concept. It hasn't been built yet or anything, but it's a concept. Like it looks like
even more sadistic, dystopian, fucked up factory farm
we give
future,
them
where they're all shackled in their cages, but they're
so
on the Omni trackpad.
Cool, they're gonna.
So they have the fucking VR headset, so they think they're in the running fields.
Chickens
and they're
on the
running
beach
around.
And shit.
I mean, I guess that's somewhat humane, right? If it's air conditioning and
chickens
they feel
just
good.
showing his little tequila sunrise, just like I'm good, just getting all fat.
Yeah, and it's like in their VR world, they're running and they can see the food up ahead, but then once they get there, then the food gets displayed in front of them, like a pops up up from under them or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting fucked up society. I don't know how I feel about that because that's kind of like good and bad. That's weird. That's like literally the Matrix. It's like that's like the Matrix. Like, is it better to be in the Matrix?
The chickens.
Yeah, exactly. That's the name of this podcast. Matrix the chickens.
I'll be okay
Chicken
if we
edition.
give them a choice. Do you want the red pill or the blue pill? Do you want the red egg or the blue egg?
Man.
Oh god.